Welcome to another learning module in RedSeal Stratus. This lesson covers the Model Administration tab by guiding us through how we establish a data collection task. Then, it covers several terms used in a data collection of AWS network objects and reveals where we can locate collection results. Our last lesson covered the Service Administration tab, where we learned to set up and manage users and verify our license. We want to access the Model Administration tab shown here with an MA along with a gear icon. Select the icon area to continue. RedSeal Stratus creates both a visual inventory via the map and a list inventory of Amazon Web Services infrastructure. To see this list or map in action, we start by connecting with AWS and performing a data collection. We begin this process by establishing a new task within the Model Administration tab. The next step asks for a data type or cloud service option. When we select the drop-down menu, we see several options. Our bottom choice enables us to import an instance of Google Kubernetes Engine, GKE, running on a cloud network. We can also import the components of Kubernetes running on AWS, which we refer to as EKS or Elastic Kubernetes. And then we can also import AWS Virtual Private Clouds or VPCs. We will choose the VPC option. And then we need to select the Next button, which moves us down to Step 2, or select the collection method. By default, Stratus selects the Direct Connect method, where we can import data directly from a device of cloud resource using a live connection and login credentials. We also see the possibility to upload files where we could select from a local system. Why choose one over the other? In the direct connection collection method, we could set up a master schedule to automatically collect new data from AWS, for example. Setting up master schedule for a weekly import not only keeps RedSeal Stratus current with the changes that may occur in the AWS console, but it triggers an analysis process within Stratus. As we continue with the Direct Connect action, we need to select one of two communication methods associated with Amazon AWS imports. For our example, we will use AWS SDK. For Stratus to contact AWS, we need to set up our credentials. Initially, we need to enter the credential using a form that launches when we click the Add button. For an AWS connection, we need the access key ID and the secret access key created within the IAM service area of AWS console. We also need to name the credential so we can easily locate it from other credentials within our account. Let's start off by selecting in the credential name text box. We add a name for the credential so we can locate it later. From here, we need to locate the CVS file with the credential data. The access key ID goes in the user namespace, and then the secret access key goes in the password space. When we complete those entries, we can then select the Add button to save the credential. After Stratus accepts the credential entry, we can start scrolling through other options for this collection. One option, region. And let's suppose we can use multiple AWS network resources and run them in different AWS regions. We could choose the Auto Detect All Regions box. Another way to use this option requires us to select the region name dropdown. This allows us to choose the region where we run a VPC and all the networking attachments such as internet gateways, route tables, NAT gateways, etc. By choosing the region and not checking the box, then the data collection will run and collect only the content of that specific region. Regardless of whether we collect in one region or all regions, We can also reduce the noise from unneeded default VPCs by either including or excluding VPCs using the VPC ID or a wildcard operator like an asterisk. With the necessary entries completed, we can click the Next button to move forward. The task name entry requires enough details for us to distinguish it from another task we may run. On this same step, we see the schedule collection indicating no master schedule set yet. We can stop here at this point and click the Save button. With our task saved, we can navigate to the Settings area of the Model Administration tab. To reveal the master schedule function, our next step involves selecting the small calendar icon. The master schedule window enables settings that range from daily to monthly. Our needs require that we set a weekly import. We want to choose Monday and then a time. The server time uses universal time, sometimes called Zulu time. We will need to account for this setting when we choose a time. With our day, hour, minutes, and time indicator set, we can select the Save button. Here is our complete setting. We ask Stratus to run a data import task every Monday at 7:38 p.m. UTC. Now we can select the Update button at the far right of the screen. Since we selected the Update button, we receive a confirmation message. We still need to work through our third step in creating a data collection task, so we should select the task option for our navigation panel. Selecting the task in this table will display a menu with an edit option. As the task window opens, we can look toward the bottom left corner at step 3 and see where the master schedule indicates next task run. To initiate this task, we need to navigate to the right bottom corner and select the Save and Run button. In our example, we triggered the initial run of this task, and we see it in processing status. While this task processes, we should take notice of a feature on the screen. If we glance up near the Model Administration tab label, we see a last analysis indication. After a scheduled run of a task, the analysis starts up and examines all imported data. Once completed, it then marks this area with a date that includes month, day, year, and the time in UTC. Another feature of this window will reveal more details of the run status. Select the processing link to see those details. Clicking the link opens the results screen. The top line shows our current task with queued as the status. From here, we will navigate back to the task list. Another method to check Stratus events involves selecting the My Activities link near the top right of the screen. Clicking My Activities opens a list of recent activities. Our data collection shows as in progress, along with previous activities. Each listed item also contains an action link. A click outside this flyout will close it. Our task run completed and the status changed to succeeded. Now we can check the results window by navigating to our left panel and choosing the results option. In results, we see the task status and the number of assets imported. In the last column, we might note the time and date of our collection shown as UTC. If we look up and to the left, we find the last analysis date and time shown in the user's time zone. This indicates the full analysis of newly imported cloud network objects to help review configuration and security. What was collected in the task we just ran? If we look at an AWS Cloud Network console, we may see a page view of VPC resources. However, we would need to navigate to multiple pages and screens to view all the inventory. In our next learning module, we will view how RedSeal Stratus displays a complete and downloadable list of all inventory items. For now, let's review what we covered. Our lesson took us through the Model Administration tab and how we establish a data collection task. To create a task, we went through the process of adding and saving a credential. We determined whether we wanted a full inventory of all regions and also reviewed the inclusion or exclusion of specific VPCs. To run our data collection, we established a weekly master schedule set in universal time. We saved and ran our collection. Then we looked at our results. Thank you for interacting with this module. You may now either watch it again or move to another learning module.